Good morning, everybody. Look at the difference between these two cards. Same stamp set. Welcome to Stampers Club. I'm Karen Trelfa, and today I'm going to show you how to create this clean layered card and how to transform it into this. Great show today. Let me switch over and show you what we're doing. So, we're going to be doing this card today. And we're going to start with the basic cardstock here. So I have Lost Lagoon, some circles, some strips, and some designer paper. Now this I've scored at 4 1/4. Maybe I've scored at 4 1/4. So I didn't do that yet. Let's get that scored. 4 1/4. Perfect. And then I always like to hold this at the bottom and then run my bone folder across the top. It kind of keeps the corners a little bit more aligned for you. All right. And then I'm going to just add some simple texture. This is the designer paper from the gallery, beautiful gallery suite, which has some absolutely stunning designs in it as usual. I like how our paper has the basic designs or the floral, like the bright designs, I guess we could call it, the busy ones, and then some nice subtles on the background. Add a little tape here. And I'm just going to kind of pop this down just off the left edge a little bit, right? Perfect, right? And then I have 2 punched circles. One is in Pool Party, one is in Basic White. Get those layered up and put that on the card. Whoops. Come on, tape. Keep working for me. All right. That is perfect right there. And then I have a small, let's see, where'd my paper go? Right here. This is Peach Pie, and I need the Calypso Coral ink, and I'm just going to use that bold floral image that's in that stamp set. I love the images in this stamp set. They are absolutely wonderful. Take a look at this, right? And of course, there's dies to cut all these out, and some extra dies within the pack too that has some nice little elements, like some extra detailed leaves and some things like that. So those are always fun. Okay, so I wanted this to be a little bit bolder. So I'm going to grab my blender pen, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color in the area that is that's already marked in the kind of like the way the stamp is designed to begin with. And I'm only going to do it on the flowers. I'm not doing the whole thing. So I don't know if you know this or not, but when you use these blender pens, when you first stamp the image, you get to pull the color right from the ink that you stamped the image in. So this is a good way to get a tone-on-tone coloring. And I'm just kind of pulling that ink in a little bit and giving it a little bit more texture, or not texture, but a little more infill in the petals, like the flowers themselves. So perfect, good way to do that. And then let's get the die. Now again, this die set has this beautiful frame in it. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if you saw the reveal video for the Gallery Blooms Club Create this month, but this is the set that I've used. It's a beautiful set. Let's get this and get that die cut. So you end up with this beautiful little piece. Now this I am going to go ahead and put on dimensionals, if I can find them. There they are. We're going to put this one on dimensionals. So I have to punch out those little circles here. And you only really need 2 dimensionals on this. You don't really need a whole lot more. And I'm going to add that to the card here and just kind of put that stem over. I'm just going to kind of add it right in the middle there. And you know me and ribbon, so definitely going to grab some ribbon here. I like that. right? Get that tied up. I'm just making a knot. This is a very easy card. Not a whole lot of work going on here. You know, I have a few that aren't. The Gallery Blooms Club Create class this month absolutely has, you know, a ton of wow cards with techniques going on in them and everything. So that's the place to get those kind of things. Right now, we're just going to do this nice, simple card right here. I think I want this up a little higher. Let me move that up a little bit. I want it more like that, a little bit higher. And then I'm just going to use a 1/2-inch strip of white cardstock and the Lost Lagoon ink, kind of matching this background color here. I like to have colors that coordinate with each other, and I love that our designer series paper helps with that decision, helps keep things, you know, nice and easy to pick. You can, right on the back of the DSP packaging, it tells you what colors coordinate. So it's perfect for just, you know, looking at that and then just grab a couple of colors at the beginning and then you can start designing with it right away. Now this, I'm also going to put on a dimensional. I'm just going to grab one and I'm going to put it right over that card just a little bit. And voila, one simple card. So, you know, I have these flower motifs embellishments here. Let's see what this looks like by adding one of these. Let's just give it a little bit of pizzazz here. I think I'm just going to add the little one. And we could just add a little bit of bling to that and step that up just a wee bit with just one simple embellishment. So that's kind of nice, right? Okay, so let me show you another card that I made with the Gallery Blooms stamp set. Same exact image. This one, though, I actually embossed with white embossing powder, so I heat set that. I've added a little bit of texture. Let me see if I can get the camera to pick that up. A little bit of texture to the background piece with the damask embossing folder. I've added a stitched or a Spotlight on Nature die. This is still the same punched circle in the center, but I added a little bit more texture by adding this edged circle. And of course, another color. This is additional paper that comes in the designer pack. And again, I kept it simple with the one embellishment and just the little knot. So this again is a little bit of a stepped up version of this card. Super nice, right? And then we'll go back to that super wow card. So this one here, again, I stepped it up with that damask in the background. I used 2 of the dies from the Spotlight on Nature, so I gave it even more texture with the white adding to that. So you have the edging here, and then you have that other little bit of detail there. The greeting we also embossed with gold. The paper here is actually, I stamped right on a piece of the designer paper. This is a piece of the designer paper. So I gold embossed right on top of that, added a couple of bit more embellishments. I love these little motifs. And then instead of a knot, I stepped it up with a bow. So you have some really nice contrast here. So let me pull all 3 of these in so that you can see what they all look like. Okay, so you have the nice basic version here, a little bit stepped up here, and then quite a bit stepped up here, all using the same exact stamp set and bundle. So you don't have, I did use the greeting came from the other part of this mega suite. I always call them mega suites because we have 2 stamp sets. So this greeting came out of the Beautiful Motifs, which is a partner's bundle with this. So again, if you want to step this up, go ahead and check out the Gallery Blooms Club Create this month. Registration for that closes on the 20th. And I want you to make sure that you have a stamp happy day.